So the Daltons done got into a bit of a discussion, and Amber basically telling him she doesn't like the fact on what how he done went off on her about making a joke out of Kyle always smelling like weed. Well, Anthony, wasn't you the one that brought it up to her and said something to her? Well, and I'm going to mash a couple of these together because they kind of just flowed. And yesterday I ain't have a time to do each one of them. But basically, Amber made a joke out of the fact that Kyle was coming over there smelling like weed. And Amber, you was wrong. You don't joke on nobody's child. You don't want nobody joking on your child. Uh, the sensitive, especially on something sensitive. And realistically, even though Amon did go after her friend, that was really only the reason why he didn't want to deal with her no more, because he still wanted to smoke his weed, and she had brought up the fact that Anthony didn't like Kai coming home smelling like weed. So she stood her ground and then lost her man. That was the reason. But in the midst of it, he opened his mind up to Deliciago. Well, anyway, they got into this huge thing, because once that happened, man, it was just a snowball effect. Well, I already know Ernestine had not told her that. She was still in love with Anthony, and that's why she was acting the way she was. I mean, with Wayne, that's why she was acting the way she was acting when it came down to Tamara. And then what did she do? She went and projected that onto Anthony and said, "You're just in love with Shayla." But here's the thing: he is. He is absolutely in love with Shayla, right? He settled for you to go back and get his money. Let's not forget the real reason why Anthony went back to the house. It was all because of his money. He wanted to make sure that he secured his cash, and he keep doing you like that. And although it seemed like you're wising up a little bit with this one, but you're still sort of dingy when it comes to the bigger picture, right? You're just pissed off because he's saying something to you, and in fact, everything is irritating you because you yourself settled for Anthony. So basically, Anthony was telling her, "We got your cousin. I know that's your cousin and all, but based on what you told me, big mouth Amber," and we see she's still a big mouth Amber running around here telling everybody business. But when somebody get into her, she gonna get extra sensitive. Like she checked Ernestine earlier, and she said something to Ernestine about Anthony and that's her husband and all this other stuff. Well, act like he your husband and mind you and your husband's business, because the Daltons, y'all got some major issues going on here. You hear me? He really want to be with Shayla. You really want to be with Wayne. Everything irritating everybody when it comes to a discussion. Let's they have a common conversation. Amber gearing in on Anthony because really and truly she's irritated by the sight of him, and she does not want to be with him. But because of what she portrayed to everybody, she now has to continue to play in this role of she's wanting to be the godly wife. But ain't nothing godly about anything that she's doing right now, y'all. Yes, old Daltons. It's a mess at Daltons, right? And I am so sick of Anthony hollering about, do anybody know who I am? I'm Anthony Dalton. Stop talking to yourself in the third person, you narcissistic butt. He irritates my soul sometimes. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of mess. I'm thinking of doing these little reviews a different way, where I'm compiling a lot of them together, since it's just the same old mess over and over and over, just regurgitated, right? And make no bones about it, though, they're paying attention to what we're saying, and they're playing off the viewers and the commentaries. Like I said before, they're entertaining every area and possibility that these things can go, but they already got their mind up how they want everything to work out. And I think that Anthony is probably about to double back. Remember, I did a post a while back and I said, do y'all think they're setting this up to make Anthony go back to Shayla? I had said that over a month ago, and look at us now. Here we go. They're setting it up for Anthony to go back to Shayla. And Amber, you got to be about as silly this time. I hope you have a master plan up in your head how you're going to handle this man, because you was what he settled for in the end. Anywho, go ahead and drop a message. Let me know what y'all thinking. Was Anthony wrong for telling Amber what she said? And was Amber wrong for picking at that baby? All right. Poor innocent Kai, although she said she was attacking Shayla. Well, at what point did we grow up, Amber? At what point do we just grow up? Anywho, always, as always, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Keep God first. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And to the